All right, it is Tuesday night, and according to Bruce Siskey, we are 11 days away from at least the UMD opener. So we're getting really close to college hockey, and that is freaking awesome. Uh, but tonight we're going to do something a little bit different since we're so close to the season and not a whole lot of news to talk about right now, other than maybe some teams announcing their captains a little bit late. We're going to try something a little different. Instead of Wes and I just picking against each other in games, we are going to do a fantasy hockey draft of all the college teams.
Well, all the NCHC teams. Let's settle
Well,
down here.
yeah,
We're
all
not
the
doing.
NCHC. My bad.
We don't have enough time to go
I
through all 60 teams to find players. Okay.
I don't even know if I can name all 60 teams.
Actually, I think it's more than 60 now. I think there's
I think it's like
63,
63 or
64.
60. Yeah. I don't think I can name all of them, but all the NCHC teams. So we're doing an NCHC fantasy draft, and Wes and I are going to go heads up this year. Uh, Wes can explain more of the rules, but we have to have at least one player from each team. Otherwise, we can basically draft our favorite team categories. It should be a lot of fun, I think.
Hello in the chat there, Brent. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
Brent's here.
yeah,
Ah, Brent, go away. I'm
I'm
kidding.
I'm excited for this. Um, Let me see here. So we
Brent's
are,
probably going to start chirping us if we don't uh, draft all Omaha players.
yeah, I think we're gonna just do kind of standard Yahoo fantasy rules. Each category will be a point. Winner with the most categories wins the week. We'll go each weekend is a week or is a game, whatever you want to call it. Um, Instead of trying to do game by game, because with some of the weirdness of a college hockey schedule, it would be a bit more difficult. What categories did we settle on?
I don't know. You're making the rules. I'm just following along.
Oh, here we go. Categories for skaters are goals, assists, face-offs, blocks, shots on goal, and special teams points. So accumulative. So we're not going to have a separate one for power play goals or points versus shorthanded points. We'll just lump them all together. Or like game winning goals. We're just going to include those as goals. We're not going to separate those out. And then the goaltenders will be goals against. So golf rules for that one. The lowest goals against wins the category. Save percentage, and shutouts. And if a goalie gets an assist, there will also be a category for goalie points because you don't want to leave goalies out.
I mean,
And Dan would also, who is in the chat, would like you to know that he hates your Vikings for what they did to his Texans.
well, you know what, Dan? I'm sorry your team sucks. I'm sorry that they've never beat my Vikings. And I have to deal with this troll over here wearing his Tigers jersey and his hat because my team sucks for baseball and they can't hold on to like a 17 game lead. So, you know what? You can suck it, Dan.
Hey, we jumped you and the Royals, so it's not just you who is terrible. The Royals are also bad right now, and the Tigers
Well,
are
yeah,
not
they only have Bobby Witt, so it's fine.
for the first time.
So,
Like, in the last few years, the Tigers are actually playing well. All right, so this is going to take forever because we are doing full roster of 28 players. 22 will see ice time on any given week. There's only one ad drop period, and that will be during the winter break. So what is it? After games that end December 14th? Is that the last regular weekend?
um, that seems about right.
I think it is. Or maybe it's the 7th.
14 seems more feasible, but what do I know?
No, it is the 14th. So, okay. So you can add or drop players after the 14th, but they have to be in before December 29th because that's the weekend that all the holiday tournaments start that Sunday. So if you're gonna add or drop someone, it has to be within that 2 week period.
You're gonna have to remind me because, well, I'm me. Anyway,
I'll have to remind myself because I'm making up the rules as we fucking go.
that makes me feel better about this. And my chances of winning.
I said the out loud, or I said the inside part out loud, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
All right.
Good
Since
job, bud.
you can't see the coin flip, this is heads. This is tails.
Okay, wait. What's heads and what's tails?
Shiny blue side heads.
Okay.
All black side tails.
Okay.
I will hopefully catch this in the screen, and I will open it to the. I'll go like
To
this
the camera.
to the camera. All right.
Uh,
Oh boy, this is gonna go terribly wrong, and I'm gonna punch myself right in the fucking head.
I really hope so.
Oh, I lost it in the light.
Who's calling it?
God damn it! All right, well that's a practice flip. That's how it's gonna go. You're gonna call it because you're the visitor, because it's my YouTube channel, my stream, my Zoom link. So
Fair enough.
my home turf. All right. I
Black.
lost it. I'm trying not to see it as it flips to like have an advantage, but and
I'm
I'm also
calling black.
losing. God damn it! The practice was perfect. Now there's a light right there that I keep fucking staring at. We're gonna go over this way.
I'm still calling black.
It is heads.
Yep, shiny blue.
Shiny blue's
All
out.
right.
So I will go first, and with my first pick, I don't know if you can hear me or not. You pretend that you can.
I can hear you. Yep.
All right. My first pick, I'm gonna take Alex Bump from my Western Michigan Broncos.
All right. I'm writing these down because I'm gonna forget. Uh, I'm gonna go with Zeev William from
Ooh.
Denver.
I was debating on whether or not I wanted to take him with my first pick.
And I'm writing it as DU just because I know it makes you angry.
I mean, I can't see what you're writing, so I don't give a shit what you write, but they are definitely
I know.
They are DEN on my fucking paperwork. All right. So number 2. I will stick with defense, and I will take Jake Livanovich from North Dakota. Could the guy have any more fucking letters in his name?
I just put him as Liv, like the golf tour.
Or Morgan from WWE? Really the best of the lives.
I, okay, I'm back. I'm actually gonna go early on here. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Latcozy
Ooh,
from
interesting
UNO.
take. All right. Breaking out the goalies. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that leaves him on the board. I was expecting you to take him sooner, so I will take him, and that being Caden Emberko.
It was between Latcozy and Berco. I was just trying to think of the rosters
I literally
and
like I was
that before.
expecting you to not or to take him, so he was not in my 3 goalies, but you stole a cozy instead. He was my 3rd goalie.
Then okay, hang on. I did not mean that to be all care calves. Um, then I'm gonna go with I want to say his name correctly. I know his last name. I don't remember his first name. Um, I'm gonna go with Jason Shagabe, UMD forward.
All right. Find his name so I know how to spell it. Spelling is not my strong suit.
It's
What number is he?
special. 13.
Wow, they even spelled Jason stupidly. Your parents hate you, just so you know, Jason.
No, they don't.
No, they do. They literally spelt your name Jayson. Like that's stupid. It looks stupid. It's dumb.
Yeah, when he
I bet
puts
you're
up
a great person,
six goals.
but your name is spelt stupid. Right? I will select. Let's see. Do I want to just make sure I get all of my schools out of the way? I think I will. And I'm going to make sure I get his first name right. I don't want to call out the wrong one, who, even though he's not there anymore, so I could really just go just the last name. But I'm going to take Werner Miettinen from St. Cloud.
Okay, that's a good choice. And he's a forward, right?
He is.
Yeah. Um, let's see. As I'm doing this, I am basically I did this like every fantasy football draft that I do. Uh, don't really pay attention that much and just go in blind. Um, you know what? I'm gonna go Ryan Sullivan forward from Miami.
Ooh, the player who came back to Miami, right? Is that who that was?
I don't know.
You said forward.
Yep.
Okay. I will go with my first selection from the University of Denver with Jack Devine forward.
Ooh, that's solid. I think hmm, let's see, which way do I want to go here?
Ow!
You good, bud?
Always.
Hmm, save stuff for later. Let's go with why did this? God damn it. Um, told you to do this. St. Cloud's website wanted to go to their pictures, and I'm like, I don't want to
I know.
watch
And they're
them.
freaking. Their pictures are huge.
I'm gonna go with Grant Ashan.
Ooh, good pick. Good pick. I had him on my list. Oh no! What happened? Oh, never mind. We're good. We're good. I didn't click anywhere. State forward. Yes.
Yep, he's a forward.
All right. All right. We're gonna go with our first pick from Arizona State defenseman. What is your first name? Because I only wrote down your last name because I was trying to get through this during lunch break.
Proud of you.
Tucker Ness. Nope, that's not. God. Oh wait, no, that's fine. That's just my overall list. Never mind. Don't. I don't know what I'm
Oh,
doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
Um,
I need
let's
you.
see here.
The having to make sure you get at least one dude from every team thing makes this like 3D chess as opposed to
Mhm.
regular chess.
Yeah, it does.
And adds an extra wrinkle.
Um,
But Dan, I agree. I believe that Yona has a really good shot at making the NCHC freshman team. I mean, a lot of that depends on how the defense plays for Western this year. It's a completely different decor than we've seen in years past. Really, I mean, there's a couple returning guys, but all in all, it's new lines across the board for them. So we'll see what happens.
this is why it's going to take a while because sometimes don't
Somebody
really
wasn't
know
prepared.
these guys. Well, there's that,
Mm,
but
mm, 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 mm.
some of the names. Um,
Some of your names.
oh wait, where'd he go? No, I don't want him.
If you're using your first 9 picks to get all of the schools in, you still need Western,
Yep,
North
North
Dakota.
Dakota, Colorado College,
Yep,
Arizona State.
and Arizona State. Yeah, if that helps you
Uh,
any.
yeah, I know. I'm keeping track of that.
All right, don't yell at me.
I'm,
I'm trying to fucking be helpful over here. Trying to keep the
well, you're,
goddamn
you're,
show moving.
you know what? I'm gonna go with Bennett Molek
Ooh,
from North
nice.
Dakota.
Yes, nice. I had him on my list. That's one of the guys to get from UND, and he is a defenseman.
Yep.
All right. I need UMD, Miami, and Omaha. And from Omaha, I'm going to take Griffin Ludke, defenseman.
Ooh, good choice. Um, I hmm,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
like
go.
Sam. He played really good last year after having to sit out that first year, because of weird eligibility rules and whatever. But no, he came in good, played well last year, scored a couple goals in timely games. Um, Big body, likes to seem to jump in the offense quite a bit. So we'll see again what the new look defense could be for Western, and they do like active defensemen, so I think he still fits in with the scheme of the team quite well.
Where did he go? I'm gonna go with forward Ty Jackson from Arizona State.
Ty Jackson. He said forward.
Yep.
Mm.
And
From UMD, I'm going to take your captain, Dominic James.
good choice. Good
As a
choice.
forward.
Yep. Uh,
I'm not going to lie, I did not have a ton of UMD guys on my list.
as you shouldn't, and they were ranked way higher than I thought they should be. Um, I'm gonna go with Noah Laba from CC.
Nice. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to take him with when you left Emberko on the board, but I mean, I really like. I had to take that one if you're going to leave him there, even though
Yeah,
it's probably
you kind of have to.
even though it's kind of early to be taking goaltenders. Let's be real.
It is, but
All right, with my last required pick to fill out all the schools, the team, the school that I probably had the least players looking at, I'm going to take, which might be slightly unconventional considering the way they've played recently, defenseman Nick Donato from Miami.
all right. And I am going to finish mine out. My required picks, I'm going to take Constantini from Western.
Good pick. I like Mateo. He's played really well.
All right. So now that we have all the schools required, I have two defensemen, a goalie, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forwards. So I have 7 forwards left.
I have 4 forwards. Oh, no, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it is. Oh, I have 4 forwards and 4 defensemen and 1 goalie.
Yep. So we have 13 forwards.
13 forwards, 7 defensemen, 2 goalies for your rosters. For like what you actually need to put on paper every week.
On paper.
Yeah. And Mike Dan would like you to know that you guys have the #1 recruiting class for 2004, and you should have some more faith in your Bulldogs. So I didn't say it. Dan said it. And
I know that's to Dan, not to you.
I mean, maybe he's right. Let's see here. Okay, you're gone. You're gone. You're gone. I don't remember your first name. Oh yeah, no, I do. I'm going to take forward from Colorado College, sophomore Zachariah Wisdom, because he played well last year as a freshman. I think he's going to improve on his game.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Jake Schmaltz from North Dakota.
Oh, Schmaltzy.
Forward. Yeah. He's going in Schwartz as my phone, but that's fine.
All right.
Omaha, why did you do no? I don't want Omaha did the same thing. Now it changed.
Are you okay over there?
No, the website just changed. It's fine. We're fine.
If you say so. I'm going to next select from the Western Michigan Broncos, defenseman Sam Sojland. In his second season of play.
I am going to I'm going to go with Aaron Pionk from UMD as a defenseman.
I'm going to have to rewrite these down later and put them somewhere that I can.
I can just send you a screenshot of what you have.
Well, I think
or what I have, I should say.
I mean, I'm going to have to make a spreadsheet or something later anyway at some point to pay attention. I'll just write last names again. Empty defenseman, right? Yep. All right. You've been selected. You've been selected. You've been selected. I'm going to take. Oh, I got you two. Oh, do I want to go? Do I want to go with you or you? I mean, kind of the goal is to hopefully get both, right? I think right here, I'm going to take Boston Buckberger from Denver, from the University of Denver. Also on defense. Making a run at defenseman here.
Yep, there's a run at the D. Wait a minute, that sounded bad.
Oh, I allotted myself 10 total, so I'm good still.
Let's see here. I think I know how I'm gonna take.
Do you?
Just yeah.
Do you know?
I just want to check one thing. All right, hang on. Hold your horses.
You won't. Oh, I almost finished that the way that I messaged it to you one day.
Um, you know, screw it. I'm gonna go with Cooper Wiley from St. Cloud, defenseman.
Cooper Wiley. I really hate St. Cloud's website. Why do they have to have their big ass fucking heads?
And why do they all have to look like they're in a prison lineup?
Glamour shots.
No, those are like
All right.
I have with both my billet mom and my billet sister, and I have killed them both. Those are not glamour shots.
Wow, that's aggressive.
That's what they
Uh,
are.
to continue with the defensive draws here, as we've each now picked two in a row, and my third in a row will be Ethan Strachey from Colorado College.
I'm gonna change it up. Where did you go? I'm changing it up in a sense, but I'm gonna go with Mason Salquist, forward from St. Cloud.
Oh, you like them Huskies, huh?
Apparently,
Forward. All right. Well, while we're speaking of Huskies, I'm going to take a player who used to be a Husky, but he still got that dog in him because now he plays for North Dakota or Minnesota Duluth. God damn it. Or I fucked up my own joke.
way to go.
Shut up.
I'm so proud of you. You're doing so well tonight.
Joe Molinar. Forward. Would have been fine if I had the right goddamn school. I mean, I did. I was looking at the right fucking roster, too. Still messed up the joke. You gotta admit, that was a solid fucking joke, though.
I mean, it could have been,
Shut
but
up.
the execution was piss poor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Nolan Krenzen from Omaha, defenseman.
Glad I looked it up because I was
All
going to spell his name wrong.
right, so
No defenseman. All right.
let's pause. I think we should pause and get a count on what we have and how many we need to
Okay.
draft.
I have 6 forwards, 7 defensemen, and a goalie.
Okay,
I have not
so
been keeping track of you.
and I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 forwards,
Yeah.
5 defensemen, and a goalie.
I mean, I have my what is essentially my starting lineup of defensemen at the moment.
Yeah, one, two. I think, yeah, one, two, three. And I already forgot. What is it for defensemen again?
7.
8, 7.
Yeah.
All right, so I got
13, 7, 2 for a standard roster.
all right, so I still got 2 more.
All right. I am up.
Yes, you are.
I'm going to stick with the Mavs. No, that's the wrong. Will you go to the right? Who? No one clicked over there. You stop it. And I'm going to take a dude who haunts my goddamn dreams. Zach Ertl. Forward.
From
University of Nebraska, Omaha. I thought I said that when I said I'm going to keep
Oh,
up
you
with the
did.
Mavericks.
Yep, I was not
You
paying
don't listen.
attention.
You don't listen. That's your problem.
Mm.
Those big stupid headphones,
I
and you
I
don't
I
listen.
I hear, but I don't listen.
Uh huh.
Let's see. I Where was I? Um,
7.
you know what? I'm gonna go to Noah Beck, defenseman from Arizona State.
Oop, I had him on somewhere. No, I did not. I took him off my list. I had him on a list at one point, I believe. ASU defenseman.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Carter King from the University of Denver.
Good choice.
One of the few guys I know is a legit frickin' center.
Well, you know what? I am going to take this chance and I'm going to go with Grady Gallatin from Western Michigan at defense.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. I'm going to stick with forwards and guys who I know are legit centers, and I'm going to take Tim Washy from Western Michigan.
Um, where the heck did he go? I am gonna go with Rieger Lorenz, forward from Denver.
I'm going to go with also a forward, not from Denver, from slightly south of Denver. I think if I know my god awful geography. What the hell is your first name? You son of a beast thing. Gleb Verenyev. Or Veremyev. I missed the M. Forward from Colorado College.
Um,
Nope. Crossed off the wrong goddamn name. That's cool.
let's see. Um,
Let me get my next pick then, if he's available.
I'm gonna go with Camberg from North Dakota.
Formerly of Nebraska Omaha.
Yep,
He's a forward, yeah?
yep, he's a forward.
All right. Staying at North Dakota, I'm going to take incoming freshman Max Swanson.
And forward.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. But
Wait, what? Uh-huh.
so what I got? One, two, three, four, five,
I
six.
have 11 forwards right now.
I have nine forwards. Seven defensemen and a goalie. Um,
I like how we know we can sit on goalies, really, because goalies are so fucking stacked.
mm-hmm.
That's probably going to be our last four fucking picks, really, at this point. And we're going to end up with two solid goalie rotations that may or may not be the backbones of our team.
I am going to go with, I think this is who I'm going to go with. Adam Ingram from St. Cloud, forward.
Stuck looking at my own face. I feel like my left eye is starting to wander on me.
It probably is.
Forward. Okay. I'm going to mix it up and I'm going to go back to defense. And I'm going to take Josh Letke, I think is how it's said,
Ludke.
from St. Cloud State. It's super close to the dudes from Omaha, so I don't like. I think the difference is there's like a T in one, and nope, there's a E. The difference is a E in there. I don't know how the E changes the pronunciation. But I'm going to take him for St. Cloud State.
I am going to go with another forward, and now I guess we can say friend of the show, Tristan Lemaire.
You son of a bitch.
I think he's going to have a really good season,
I
especially
do.
coming to Western from Denver.
I do too. I was sitting there waiting to pull the trigger on him, and then you beat me to the punch because I was fucking around with defensemen.
I figured you were actually going to take him, so I'm like, I got to beat him to it.
Then I was literally gonna take him next. You rat bastard! You destroyed my entire plan.
Love it. Love it.
I was like, oh, he'll be there next pick. It's fine. I'll just take him next pick. Fuck you. I'll take instead Louis Jamernick the fifth from North Dakota.
I was thinking about taking him.
I'm honestly kind of surprised he sat there so long, but North Dakota has its ups and downs. They go on cold streaks.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's still there. I thought about taking him a little bit earlier. Let's see. Where do I want to go here? I think he's still there. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jared Wright from Denver forward. Oops. Accidentally put FU instead of DU. Not wrong.
Okay. I am going to.
How many more do we have left? Because I know we've been through
we're at 21, so we have 7 total players left.
7 total players left. Okay.
Yeah. And because it's just the two of us, we're making decent time. I mean, if
Yeah, I mean we're 45 minutes in. It's not too bad.
28 total players, Dan. So a full roster, but only 22 will be the actual playing roster on any given day. You can make roster changes from day to day. So if you don't want the same, like if you want to mix up your lines from Friday to Saturday, you can and use your bench players, but you just can't add or drop anybody until that winter break.
Yeah.
Because that seems to be the most in line with college hockey. I'm going to go with the dude who's on my list, who hasn't been drafted yet, from Arizona State, Dylan Jackson, formerly played at Northeastern. He is a forward.
No, I got him way early.
You took Ty Jackson.
Did I take Ty Jackson?
Yes.
They have 2 Jacksons?
Yes, number 14 and 15. So which one did you want? And they both went to Northeastern. They're literally like the same person because they're both studying business data analytics. They're probably
fuck
twins or brothers or some nonsense. So I need you to figure out which one. You told me Ty Jackson because I literally wrote first and last name.
Well,
and it was your 7th pick.
Yep. Then give me Ty.
All right.
I'm writing down last names, so.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah.
Because I literally thought you were stealing my player, and then I was like, oh no, it's just Dylan.
It's the other one.
Yeah. I literally flipped a coin to see which one I was going to put on my list because I needed some ASU players.
All
right.
Where in the hell was I? I'm gonna go with.
Yes, that is the problem with fantasy hockey. It is way too much to keep up with. So this feels like a nice mix of fantasy football and hockey.
I'm gonna go with Zamplant, forward freshman from UMD. And yes, there are two plants on this team. So this one I knew. I can figure this one out. And I'm putting his first name.
Sam Plante. Forward. 23,
No, no,
26, 27, 28. All right. Just because I don't want my one Miami player to be lonely.
at Farmers Only.
I mean, there probably are quite a few farmers around there.
Yeah.
I will take William Helen Holland. I don't know how to say your fucking name, dude, because you're from Sweden. Forward from Miami. I do know that you scored a few goals last year. And I'm hoping with your new coach, you guys won't be complete and utter bird shit this year.
Well, they probably will be, but
Dan would like you to know that he just picked up the Vikings defense on waivers.
why they're on waivers, I don't know. But well,
He wants you to know that.
that's a good pickup. Whoever dropped them, they're stupid because they're the first team since 2001 to have 5 sacks in 3 straight games. Um, I am going to stick with my Bulldogs and I'm going to pick up. Let me double check, make sure you didn't get him. Yeah. Luke Bast, defenseman.
Defense, man. Okay.
So we each have 5 picks left.
Yep. I'm going to go back to defenseman and back to the Broncos, and I'm going to take incoming freshman, Jona Väisänen. Väisänen? Someone's going to tell me how to say his goddamn name. There's so many umlauts.
Oh, it's Väisänen.
Yeah, the dude from Finland.
Una Väisänen.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. I'm making sure like I'm confirming you said it right the first time.
Oh, yeah. I know. I've heard it both ways.
Well, the people who say it not the way you said it first are wrong.
All right.
What?
Not that I'm being stupid. My head
Well,
is hot.
that's
The tigers are heating up and this hat's burning my head. It is nice to have a team getting hot at the right time of the year instead of the wrong time of the year. Or not at all, like last year's Detroit Pistons.
let's see.
Just saying, that team was bad.
Not as bad as the White Sox.
I think Miami might have had more wins last year than the Pistons did. Overall, not in the NCHC, because they only had like fucking one in the NCHC last year. It was against us, and that's disappointing.
Uh, you know what? We're gonna go with we're gonna go with Artur Taransky from Miami. Forward. Screw it. We'll give Sullivan a little bit of friends.
A countryman?
No, just a teammate.
They're both from Slovakia, aren't they?
Is Sullivan from Slovakia?
Oh, Sullivan. I thought you said like cozy. Don't shut up. Whatever.
How in the world are those even close?
You kind of whispered it, and I really was just hearing what I wanted to hear because I saw Slovakia. I was like, oh, he's gonna. I don't
We're
want
gonna
that
listen to the
coaching.
replay. I'm throwing a challenge flag. I did not whisper it.
Well, you mumbled it. Nobody likes a mumbler. Anyway, that's my next pick. My final defenseman, I think, if I know how to count, which I don't. So, yes, this will be my 10th and final defenseman, Brady Cleveland from Colorado College. That is 10 defensemen.
What's the top limit on forwards?
I mean, really, from here on out, after you have your 22 players, you can do whatever. I went 16, 10, and 3 is how I made my roster, or how I'm constructing my roster.
Yeah, so I have 15 forwards. Eight defensemen, and then a goalie right now. Um, let's go with where you go? Oh, that's not what I wanted. We're doing great over here.
Really fucking killing it.
Oh, you drafted him.
Ooh, that's actually kind of fucking tough as to who I want for my last forward. I'm good. I know what I want for my goalies if I can get them. I mean, either way, I'm happy with where I'm at goalie wise to get what I want goalie wise, no matter what happens.
You know, we're gonna go with Mason Reiners or Reiners from St. Cloud. Defenseman.
All right. Oh fuck. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at their numbers.
And just when you said that, all my mind went, yes, 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 yes.
Why do you put goalie stats on non-goalie fucking players? You weird people with your goddamn nonsense. Because you all use the same freaking loadout other than like St. Cloud. All right. 594 for 14 versus 3-2 for 5. Yeah, but everybody had an off year at Minnesota Duluth last year. He had a bit of a drop off after 2 good years.
Who?
I'm between Stanley Cooley and Carter Loney. One from St. Cloud and one from Duluth for my final forward. I mean, Stanley had better numbers last season, but he kind of fell off, or he dropped a little bit in the assist department. Averages 5 to about 5 goals a year. About 10, 11 and a half ish assists a year. Not a lot of production out of Carter. I'm going to go with Stanley Cooley from St. Cloud.
All right. And then we have two picks left, right?
You've got 3
Well,
picks. So
I
you've
have
got,
three, yeah.
yep.
Uh, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, and I'm gonna go with Brady Risk.
Oh,
from Omaha.
See, I knew we weren't going to run into like a whole lot of overlap. Like we were pretty much, I don't know about you, but because I actually did fill out a sheet beforehand, I've got the majority of the picks I wanted, I did end up getting. So for goaltenders, because we each have two more picks of goaltenders, I'm going to take Cam
Mhm.
Rowe. I don't know that that was ever really in doubt.
I thought about taking him earlier just to screw with you. Uh,
I mean, I had four goalies on my list, and I literally got one that I was not expecting to get. So
mm,
if I had to lose out on Rowe and I still end up with Umberto, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be mad about that.
I'm gonna take Davis. I feel like I have to.
And then for my final one, I'm actually gonna take the young goaltender from St. Cloud, Posh,
That's a solid choice.
who hopefully I really won't ever have to use. But I mean, behind Umberto and Rowe, there's not a. I don't think he's gonna get a whole lot of play time here.
Um,
Bum, bum, bum.
Question is, who the fuck are our goalies?
You got a bunch of.
Um,
I don't think you could. Did you guys? All your goalies are young. I think. Like I don't even think you guys brought in like an experienced goalie in the portal.
we we have four goalies. Uh, One is Zach Sandy, and he'll probably be the number one.
He is the only returning one too, isn't he?
Yeah, we have three freshmen.
Yeah.
Ugh, yikes.
Sandy was not all that impressive last year either.
Nope.
I feel like the
Umberto,
one spot
let's
you
see.
don't want to be thin at is the one spot you guys are the thinnest. But
Um, where the hell is Grant, Minnesota? Sorry. Good. Um,
I don't know. I'm going to look at the schedule. My
I'm just trying to figure out who the
my head is so hot right now.
my guess is the senior is going to be the number. I don't remember who the number one goalie was for Arizona State, but I think
Wait, last year?
that's yeah.
Their goalie last year transferred to North Dakota.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And so this guy, let's see. He
I mean, if you want the AZ goalie, you could just take the one that was there last year and is now at North Dakota.
Yeah, I think I might do that. What's his name? Because I want to get it right.
It's got like 85 letters. It's like stipend something or other.
Stipend. s-
I closed all my
s-
goddamn things out, so I don't.
Sem, Semti, Semtimfelter.
Yeah, okay. Way to
You know
work
what?
through.
We're
Way to
gonna
work
go
through it.
with phonetics. Hooked on
Way
phonics, kids.
way to work through it. I'm gonna call you Ted. I'm gonna call you TJ.
Uh,
Imagine if his first name was actually like Theodore and where Ted was like the fucking just nailed it on the nickname.
so yep, we're gonna go with him. Alrighty, you know what? We did pretty darn good. An hour for 28 picks.
You mean 56 picks? Got multiplied by two.
Well, yeah. Well, I was a history major. I wasn't not a math major.
Hell, I mean the NFL takes 3 hours to do 32 picks. Oh, that's a straight 32 picks.
Well, they have to interview everybody. They have to talk to their families. They
The
have to
commissioners
do
to go up there and hug everybody.
stories
Um,
awkwardly.
so let's see. Let's go. I think there's only one thing left to figure out. So what we're gonna do is each week we'll run Thursday to Sunday because there are some weird weeks where Sunday is has a game. I think the first week might be one. Yeah, the first week is the 4th through the 6th, technically. Exhibition games will count as games just because otherwise half the games that first weekend are exhibition games. So
Hmm.
uh we'll just count them as games. Who cares? We won't have anybody on the away teams anyway. So week 2 will be a normal week. That's just October 11th and 12th. The next week starts on Thursday, October 17th, with 2 games. Western and Miami both hosting. Western hosts Bowling Green. Miami hosts Robert Morris. Then it looks like we're normal weeks for a bit. I think the only other one that we had a question about, and I sent it to you, was November 29th and 30th. Because there's only 4 there's only 4 games, 2 teams. Western and North Dakota are playing. Western has a home and home, or both are home and home, but Western plays Michigan. North Dakota plays Bemidji State. So we can either add those to the next weekend and make that a super big weekend, or we can hold off on those numbers and add them to December 13th and 14th because those are lackluster weeks. Even though there's a couple conference series, there's one non-conference, Lindenwood at Omaha. But there's only 6 games that weekend.
I remember seeing that and I did not respond to that question. I think we'll think about it when it gets closer. Um,
I think we just add it
I'm,
to the 17th and 13th,
I think so
or
too.
the 13th and 14th, and we'll just have to make sure we jot down. I mean, we can always go back because we're going to use the NCHC box scores when
Hmm.
when they're complete to get our numbers from there. So it's not like we have to. We're going to lose the numbers in the ether anywhere, so we can fart around with that. Um, Other things to know is this will mostly take place on Twitter. I don't know how often we'll actually bring it up on the pod, just because we're getting into the season and there are the actual pod things to talk about. Um, so follow along with the Twitter because I will be reposting or liking from the gloves off hot. Nope, that's not this. That's something
Hey,
else.
hang on. That's years ago now.
That's I will be posting from the Goal Horns and Fight Songs Twitter. Uh, our lineup sheets and probably the results from the weekend, not nightly, because there's more games to watch when Western's done, and I probably won't even get to figuring out the weekends until Sunday. So I think that'll be the plan. Um, if anybody out there wants the rules and they want to do their own NCHC fantasy hockey league and wants to do it the way we're doing it, let me know and I will find a way to get those to you or go back through this and see if you can spot them all. But they're mixed in there, so it might be easier just to message us on Twitter or email us on the Gmail. I would probably say not more than 6 teams if you're going to set up your own fantasy league and you're only going to do NCHC teams. And I think that might be, there's definitely enough talent. I think you get, I mean, shit, they make 9 teams out of the players that are available, right?
Hmm.
Um, but I think you'd be stretching it outside of 6 teams for the sake of fantasy and for it to be competitive and fun. and to kind of know who you're pulling for. Um,
Yeah, I mean you can make the roster smaller, but
yeah, you could
if
also
you
make the
want to have
roster
more.
smaller. Um, but I think for you and I think this looks good. Like I said, I mean, we didn't really have trouble getting the picks we wanted. I'm extremely happy with my team.
I'm happy with mine too.
And we'll see how she shakes out. There was something else I was going to say to you, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, we'll have a guest next week, hopefully. It's still not 100. Something could come up, so I don't want to say that it's 100%, but we are scheduled to have a guest next week.
There- Yes.
So keep an eye out for that announcement. It may not come at all because, like I said, something could come up on his end, and then we're SOL on a guest, and we just have to talk about the weekend's games. Um,
Which isn't the worst thing because that actually gives us something to talk about.
yeah. Anything else? Is there anything that you can think of? Because I really would like to remember what the hell I was going to say. I don't think I'm gonna.
I don't know. The quicker we get this done, though, the quicker I get to stop looking at that stupid hat on your stupid head.
I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe if you guys had, I don't know, just won some games that you were supposed to win, or even just really tried.
Or, not cut payroll by $30 million and,
Yeah.
get a TV deal that doesn't suck and have players that don't like to go on the IR every single day. Yeah, that'd all be great.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Do anything else? What was I gonna say?
I don't know. You can tell me after or message me after.
I think that was it. I mean, I don't remember. It had something to do with something, but I don't even remember what it had to do with anymore.
I'm glad to know it had something to do with something. That
Yeah.
that really narrows it down.
Hey, you know that guy who did that thing in that movie that one time? That was freaking awesome. Um, it's like bugging me that I can't remember. Oh, that's what it was. I mean, you'll notice that I think you and I both weighed heavily into the experienced players when setting up our rosters, just because there's probably a few freshmen, rookies, whatever you want to call them, coming in who are going to get some playing time, especially on teams, kind of like Western Michigan, who had a lot of turnover. But I don't expect it to be the norm to have a ton of freshmen out there, and with how big across the entire conference. So if there's more teams, I'm sure you're going to have to definitely pick up more of the incoming guys. And really, I mean, for the most part, we even stayed away from a whole lot of transfers, and the ones we did pick, I think, had played in the NCHC anyway. Like I took Molinar, who had played at St. Cloud for 4 years before transferring up to Duluth. You took
Lemaire.
Lemaire, who played 2 years at Denver before transferring to
Yep.
Western. And really, the only one outside the conference who's now inside the conference is your third string goalie.
Well, we both took Jackson.
We did both take a Jackson, who's an outside transfer in. So, but again, I mean, the majority of our teams are established
Hmm.
NCHC guys, aside from whatever we took from Arizona State because this is their first season. So,
Yeah,
and
and I think
was it?
even it, the freshmen that I have, especially with Shaga Bay and Plant, uh, they're Minnesota kids. I've seen them play. Now, has it been a year or two for them? Yes, but I have seen them play in the state tournament. I kind of know how they are. So I felt a little more comfortable where you don't necessarily have that luxury of seeing your incoming freshmen play at the high school or junior level.
No,
Uh,
yeah. So the ones I
so
did take are
it's
the guys that have already kind of made a name for themselves, or are highly touted. Expected to play well coming in, like Max Swanson. Yona Väisänen, guys that I think are expected to play well and get playing time immediately. So
Hmm.
I'm happy with it. Happy to see how it goes. I will work on. I mean, I guess we have what, a week and a half to work on our first lineups. So let's try and do lineup cards just for our sake. Like, let's try and get them in. I want to do something to where it's not like I want the games to have. I want them to be in before the games have started, but it's also kind of difficult when we have teams that are on the West Coast who I don't know if they when they submit their lineup cards. And
Hmm.
I would like to have the full. I don't want to screw ourselves and have guys that aren't playing in the lineups.
Yeah, and that's well, I think for the most part it's going to be tricky week one with the exhibitions and everything.
I mean, they still release lineup cards. I just don't know if it's like an hour before game time, like every team does it, or if
Hmm.
they do it a little bit sooner than that, like if they release them at like 3 in the afternoon. Because if it's like 3 in the afternoon and we get ours in like an hour before the first game, cool, whatever. I'm fine with that. Like at least in before the first puck drop type thing. But if we're waiting for, say Arizona at Denver at some point in the season, and they're not even going to release their lineups until 9 p.m. Friday night.
Or some, someone playing up in Alaska.
Yeah. So, well, I think that'll be the one rule to figure out. Maybe
I think the first week or two,
we'll definitely
it's going
see
to be
the
a little
first
bit
week.
of a shakeout.
Yeah, we'll know, but maybe a little bit of the honor system. If we get them in. Granted, I don't know that that'll be a super issue, really, considering we took basically top two line guys from every team.
Hmm.
I would expect our guys to be in there, so maybe we'll just do before puck drop of the first game. And if a guy's not playing, I guess it kind of sucks to be us type of situation. If you forget to set your lineup, sucks to be you. That's the rules of fantasy hockey. So
Yeah,
I guess,
I'm completely fair with that.
I
Like
guess we'll do that. So it would be before puck drop, 7 o'clock my time Friday, and 6 o'clock my time Saturday, because Western drops at 6 o'clock on Saturdays.
so 6 and 5 my time.
Yeah, and then we'll have to do special ones for the any
The
tournament.
Thursday.
The Thursday, which I think both of those are East Coast games, so that'll be 7 o'clock, I think. But we can also take care of that as the weeks go by. Um,
Hmm.
and then tournaments will be a little weird too, because I think there's some early games on those. Yeah, like Friday, October 11th, there's not even a game time set for Omaha versus UMass in the Las Vegas Icebreaker tournament. So they might play earlier in the day at like 2 or something.
Yeah, we'll just have to try and keep on top of it
Yeah.
as best we can. And you know what? If we both forget it and the lineup is still the way that it was when those games started and they're locked in, well, so be it.
Yeah, like
It,
also
it
that weekend, October 11th. So the first full Friday of games, Arizona State hosts Michigan at 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time, I'm assuming is what that is. So that's 5:30 Eastern Time.
depends on. Yeah, it's probably Mountain Time at that because right now
Well,
Arizona's
it
on
says
Pacific
MS
time.
it says MST.
MST. Okay.
So I'm assuming that's Mountain Standard
Yeah. Yeah.
Time. So yeah. And then their next game is at at 7 Eastern on Saturday. But Duluth at UMass is 6:05 start. Bemidjian. 7, 7, 7, 8. Okay, yeah. So we should be fine. Other than we'll have to keep an eye on Arizona start times. Actually, October 19th, Arizona at Providence is a 4 o'clock Eastern start time. Why? Weird.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Anyway, we'll figure it out when we'll kind of go over that. I think that might be our little snippet on Tuesdays. Like, hey, make sure you get your lineups in here
Yeah.
because we're going to be talking about the games anyway.
Yep.
So,
Yep. All right. Well, I think that'll about do it for this one. I know it wasn't the most exciting episode. We didn't even talk about anything important. We just sat here and made you follow along with us picking rosters. But thanks to Dan and Brent for stopping by the chat and making it at least a little more interactive while I was waiting for Michael to make some decisions because he was ill prepared as usual.
well, yeah, that's par for the course at this point.
I just had to take a dig because
Well,
you're a Twins fan.
hey, I have to look at Trevor staring at me every single time we do this now.
Trevor.
And I'm going to bring it up every single time.
I really hope that I win this season long thing because the first episode afterwards, I will be holding a belt of some sort. Just so you know, a WWE belt, championship belt, will be draped over my shoulder if and when I win.
Should make it the 24/7 belt just because.
No, what? Who? No one owns that. That is dumb. But I've got some choices back there. Got some choices.
R-Truth owned that belt.
He did. All right. We're not gonna let these people suffer through us anymore. So enjoy some outro music. Normal YouTube things is a like, a subscribe, a comment section. You hit those up if you want. There's an email account that just went by. Our personal Twitter handles /X handles, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm gonna refer to it as Twitter because I'm an old man and I don't like change. So that's what I'm gonna do. So suck it. But those have been at the bottom of the screen the whole time. Yep, and I grew up with DX, so double suck it. If you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. And it's suck it. One more time, because that got stuck in my head now. Thank you.
Welcome.
I think that's it. I think I said all the things that I needed to say.
Said the words.
We gone. Later.